Gender policy is inseparable from respect, recognition and protection of human rights, improvement of social justice, social inclusion and sustainable development. In addition to this, gender equality, both in the sense of legislation and in the sense of reality, is a prerequisite that brings Montenegro closer to the group of EU countries, but also brings it closer to meeting its requirements as a member state of the UN and Council of Europe. In line with the constitutional values of respect of human and minority rights, Montenegro is permanently committed to enhancing the social position of different societal groups and to contributing to the spirit of tolerance and mutual respect. A responsible policy, both at the national and international levels, oriented towards elimination of all forms of discrimination, confirms Montenegro's commitment to the principles of non-discrimination, tolerance and promotion of dialogue as a prerequisite for stronger civil and societal consensus. Since it regained its establishment of the gender equality principle, a particular role and responsibility belongs to the Department on Gender Equality within the Ministry of Human and Minority Rights and the Parliamentary Gender Equality Committee. I believe that you will hear more on these topics from the representatives of these governmental bodies. We have also presented our positions to the international community, primarily through the response to the EC questionnaire. The Ministry of Human and Minority Rights prepared the action plan, which sets as one of the priorities achievement of gender equality. Montenegro's delegation, consisting of representatives of all relevant institutions, presented the first initial report on CEDAW Convention in Geneva on November 5th this year, before the committee whose conclusions and recommendations are already being implemented. Gender equality as a priority has been integrated in the medium-term report on MDGs. The context of political participation of women is one of the goals to be achieved by 2015 and refers to the representation of women in local and national parliament, the government, and in key positions with the share of 30%. It is my pleasure to state that some of these goals are already being implemented. In the diplomatic and consular offices, we have more than 70% of women, and permanent representatives in China, France, missions to OSCE, UNESCO, Council of Europe are discharged by female ambassadors. Recently, we saw that the current Secretary for European integrations returned from Brussels. One of the major steps to enhance female political participation is the project of our host today, the Department for Gender Equality, UNDP and the EC, titled Strengthening of Women, which is funded by IPA funds. It includes three main components: political empowerment, economic empowerment, and protection from family violence. These activities illustrate that Montenegro has identified a deficiency related to balanced participation of both genders in places of appointment, in positions and places in different committees, and we also need to mention the equal level of interest of both genders for participation in the society. Montenegro has also worked constantly on improving its cooperation within the region, within relevant initiatives, as well as all the relevant mechanisms and institutes of the UN for the overall sake sake of providing equal opportunities to male and female citizens. On behalf of the Ministry and the Government of Montenegro, I would like to state that Montenegro will continue creating the environment for full respect of all human rights and freedoms. This is our obligation as a member state of the UN, Council of Europe, candidate country for the EU, but primarily this is our obligation as a civil state cherishing citizen values and principles.